Okay, we're back. So got a little ran out of time on that recording, but let me continue with what I'm doing here. I'm using this cutting tool or knife tool, and I'm able to go across. Let me see if I have that. Okay, I already cut across this. So now what I can do is come in and grab this middle piece right here, and I can delete it. And so I'm going to zoom in here. I see a bunch of different vectors here. As I come in, I'm going to delete each of these out of here. Come in with my pen tool, make sure that I'm on this segment, and I'm just going to go ahead and remove some of these little messy little anchor points. Get rid of those, and that will smooth this out. I'll just kind of grab this handle and kind of curve that. All right, so let me zoom out. Now we have the glasses. Let me grab this corner and I'll just bring this over. So we have a couple things going on here. Um, and I'm just going to go ahead and take each of these elements. I'm going to give them this brown color, maybe stroke them with the brown so it kind of cleans that up a little bit. Okay, so you can see the glasses. I'm going to put a little reflection in here with the gradient. So let me grab my gradient, and I'm going to select that gradient, and I'm going to grab the tan to come down into the white area, and I'm going to grab our dark brown and go with the black area, and then I'm going to drop that in on these guys. So, and I'm going to make sure that that's in the fill, and I'm going to change the direction, say 90 degrees, and I'm going to move that gradient up a little bit so you get just a little bit of a transition there. And so now we kind of have this chair. I'm going to lock the glasses. I'm going to unlock the chair, and I'm going to take this brown, which is the brown of the chair, and I'm going to use a brown that's from the bread, so it will be more in keeping with the two color. So I'm going to use this eyedropper tool and find a level in here like that. So now I have this idea that I have the shadow side and I have the light side of our illustration. With the chair, I'm going to come in with my pen tool, and actually I can do this with the arrow tool. I'm just going to come in and work on this. I'm going to kind of clean up this wheel that got a little messed up. Go back to my pen tool, get rid of some of these extra points, and kind of bring this so it has a little bit more of a wheel feel. I'm going to go back to my pen tool, see if I can get rid of that somehow. It's not finding that, so let me zoom in a little bit. Still not finding that. Let me bring it to the front. I'm going to put this shadow in the back, so I'm going to object arrange, send to back, and then get rid of this. Then I think I might be able to zero in on this guy. There we go. It looked like that there was just a little bit of a dark fragment in there. So I am going to come in and just kind of adjust this wheel so it looks a little bit more round and in perspective. Have some fun with that. And then the other thing I might be able to do is I'm going to look at this side of the chair, and I'm going to come in with my pen tool, and I'm going to make a highlight side. So I'm going to, with my pen tool, I'm just going to draw this in, and now I have this shape, and I'm going to add that shadow in there, so it just kind of gives it a little bit of dimension. And then I'm going to take this dark end, and I'm going to make it the opacity 0. So what will happen is that's going to disappear from location. And actually what I want to do is I want to clean this up, so I'm going to make that shadow be the same color in that gradient as the foreground color, and then that way I want this highlight to fade away, so I'm going to adjust the middle, and so now it just kind of looks like it turns the corner here, so I get a little bit of a reflection feel. I can come in here with my white arrow tool and clean up some of these vectors, just so it kind of has a bit of a little bit more of a perspective on there. Let's see. Just going to delete that out of there. Sometimes when it auto traces, it double traces where two colors are. I'm going to knock that out of there. So it just kind of looks a little bit more square. I'm going to get rid of this guy. And these guys. Just kind of come in here and clean those up. And the main thing is you get the idea that you can come in here with these vectors and you can clean them up and get it down to where it's just these two colors and make more of a refined illustration out of this. I do like the loose quality that it has, where it has this nice simple kind of feel to it. Let me get rid of that. I'm going to add this. Just going to continue that over. And just kind of clear that out. So as I do that, I'm just spending my time refining these lines. As I move this down, I see that this has to be moved down too. So this tone follows. Just want to make sure that I get this right. So there's just some refinement that goes in with the auto trace. But now I'm able to get this as a two-color illustration. Get rid of that white that I kept before. So I thought it would look like a highlight, but I think it looks a little messy that way. But anyway, the other thing is I have this fitting nicely in my 11 by 17 format, and there's my pun illustration using some found images and the auto trace just to give ourselves this kind of look, and then some techniques for saving colors, reducing this down to a two-color. This is definitely still not completely two-color. It will take some more refinement, but I probably would spend another 10 minutes, 15 minutes of moving little vector lines and changing some things, but you get the idea of how to do the auto trace and make an illustration with some combined images. So thanks for watching.